Hello, this is Dave from Dandy App. So I've been getting a little bit of grief lately because I recorded that 98-second intro and I ended it with something like, and that's all there is, have fun. And several people have pointed out that there are really a lot more features to MyFitnessDJ than I got to in 98 seconds. So I'm going to record this video a little bit longer, talking you through some of the other features. I'll start the app and I'm just going to create a new playlist. I'll again call it My Faves. That's an easy one to type in, an easy one to remember. So when I tap My Faves, it chooses that particular playlist. So I want to go back to demonstrate. The first screen that you see has the playlists themselves. When you select one of the playlists, you see the tracks that are in that playlist. In this case, there's none in that particular playlist. If I go to one of the other playlists that I've already chosen, you can see all the tracks that are in that playlist. So just think of it screen by screen. If I go back to My Faves, I'm going to add. Now, you can see here that I can add either from the music library that's on the device, that also includes your Apple Music library, video library for any videos that may be on the device, URL on clipboard, which could be a Vimeo, YouTube, or Apple Music. We then move to tag along track, which means you can just add a track that is not tied to a particular track of music or video. So if you need to just add a dummy track for some reason, if there's some extra time, or if you, for instance, want to do MyFitnessDJ playlist with some music or some source that is not played by MyFitnessDJ, i.e. Spotify, then you could have your Spotify playlist that would play separately from the MyFitnessDJ playlist. The last thing is to get a track from MyFitnessDJ charts. That is the trending aspect of MyFitnessDJ. I'm just going to choose my music. I'm going to go to songs, and I'm going to I'll pick 4. I'll do 3 working tracks, and then I'll do a cool down track just for fun. Now you can add them in order, and this next screen that asks for what kind of cues you want on the track is for that first track only. So this is the first real working track. I have a lot of people ask whether or not you can do your own cues, and absolutely you can. So this is the spot for it right here, blank cue. Tap blank cue. There's no text, there's no particular color, but if I tap to add the text, my cursor is there, and I could either type in the text or I could do something like this just by pressing a little mic at the bottom corner. Welcome to class, period. Please set up, period. Let me know if you have questions, period. Have fun, smiley face. So that cue, I'm gonna make it gray. That's a nice color. So when I go back and press play, adios, that is the first track that I see. There's my cue. I'm actually going to move that back to 0 time so that that is the first track that shows up. And I can hear my music playing. How fun is that? So right now that's my one and only cue on this track. But I can go to cues. I can tap new. I can listen 5, 6, 7, 8, tap. And I actually missed that because I wasn't paying attention. But I'll do another one so you'll see. I would go to cues, tap new, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hard. So you see that the hard cue was added at exactly the moment in the music that I wanted it. If I go back, that is the cue that's showing, and my countdown timer would automatically show until the next cue. I'm going to make my next cue 5, 6, 7, 8, red. So I could choose to do my playlist manually. I'm going to jump to the next track though and show you a much easier way. So you can either long press the square or you can tap cues. I'm just going to long press the square because there are no cues, and I can easily tap one of these presets. Now the ones that are blue will make a preset for the entire track. So for instance, I could say zone spike, and then if I look at the cues, there are my cues. Now watch the timer here. Cue 24. I noticed that at 24, actually the moderate perfectly happened there. So that one, it got exactly right. But I'm going to listen. So my next cue easy is at 113. I can tap this and it goes right to it. $118. I see that it really works better at 118. So I just switch it. I see my next cue is at 138. So I'm going to listen, watching the time. It should start hard at, let's say right now, 133. So I just grab it, pull it back to 133, and in this way, selecting the presets, which I've done, you can really customize the time that each of those preset cues are going to fire, and it just makes it even more effective. Now, when I go back to the playing screen, you'll see this ticker tape across the top. It shows the zones. It shows exactly where you are in that track. It shows where you're going. 203. I'm going to change this easy to 203 because that was a break in the music. And you'll notice if I go back now, my ticker tape has been updated. So it shows that my green is much longer. Now I'm going to look at this. I really want my red to be longer, so I'm going to try to find a better time for this red to start. You can see that right now I'm still in green for another 27 seconds, but I'm going to bet that I could pick a better time, about right now. So 233, 233, save. And there I am. Ticker tape is adjusted. I have that longer red zone. It's going to be a lot more effective. I'm going to jump to my next track now. It's applause. Again, I can tap the cues and do the presets, or I can just long press the square and my presets are there automatically. I'm going to do something kind of fun with this one. I'm going to do a custom interval. Now, sometimes I do this on the fly in class. Sometimes I'll say, bike number 13, give me a number between 20 and 30. And they'll yell out 24, and I tap it in. And then this is for the off time. The first one was for on, the second one is for off. I'll say, bike number 17, give me a number between 20 and 30. And they say 21, and I say, yay, great numbers. And then automatically, 6 intervals have been programmed. 24 seconds on, 21 seconds off. I'll jump back to the beginning so you can see how it works. So it automatically says how many on-off intervals there are. It says how many seconds of on, how many seconds of off, and my ticker tape across the top shows exactly where we're going. Now, if as I'm playing, I want to jump to the next cue, I can 2-finger double tap. Will take me to within 2 seconds of the next one, and you can hear exactly where it is. Now, maybe you want this to coincide better with the music. I'm listening, boom, like at 37. That was a much better time to go on, so I do that. So, a great way to involve your class. Let them kind of see what's going on. I'm going to go to this last one. It's my cool down track. I'm just going to do blank cue. I'll tap add text. Oh, by the way, if you want to have MyFitnessDJ dictate the cue, you have to stop playing before you do this. And the reason for that is that it can't really hear you so well if the music is playing. So I tap on the cue. Well done, kids. I'm really proud of you. Exclamation point. And boom. I'm going to make that one a bright, sunny purple. And then again, if you want the cue to show for the entire track, just put it at time 00. And then when that particular track plays, I'll back up and let it play again. Then you'll get that. So I'm going to jump now to the tools section because there's a lot of powerful stuff in here. The first thing under tools is the in-app purchases, the top 3 things. You can buy Power Pack or downgrade to Power Pack. You can buy Studio Edition or downgrade from Studio Edition. If you've done in-app purchases on another device and they're not on this one, as long as you're logged into your iCloud account, you can do this third option, which is restore or manage the purchases. The next group between the gray bars are the features that come with the free app. You have Stay Awake. That just means that the device will not go to sleep in the middle of your track. You have Repeat Playlist, self-explanatory. Email All Playlist. Now, this is great to do just to back up every playlist that's on the device. You can just email it to yourself. And it's a really easy way to back up. There are some other ways to back up, but that's probably the easiest. Follow a network leader. So that means that any free device running MyFitnessDJ can be a follower on the MyFitnessDJ network. And then a little bit later in this section down here, I'll show you the lead. You have crossfade on and off. The track has to be on the device and it has to be DRM free. That's digital rights management free in order for crossfade to work. But as long as the device is as long as the track is on the device and as long as it's DRM free, crossfade will work any number of seconds that you choose. 4, 5, all the way up to 12, yeah. Backup playlist, this is another way you can do an FTP server or you can back up your playlist to iCloud. Very simple. The last thing is a Bluetooth heart rate monitor. If you have a Bluetooth LE heart rate monitor, you can connect to MyFitnessDJ and see the zones that you're working in. So the next section are those that are activated when you do the in-app purchase of Power Pack. That's 99 cents a month, and you can try it for free for 1 week. You get Cue Look Ahead. Now, if I turn on Cue Look Ahead and go back as I start to play, I'll play the track. Sorry, let's play this one. So not only do my cues come up here, sorry, I went too far back, but my cues come up. I see where I'm going with the ticker tape, but I can also see the actual cue and the text and the color that's coming up next. That's Cue Look Ahead. So in Tools, that is this first Power Pack feature. The next one is Tempo Adjust. Now again, the track has to be on the device and it has to be DRM free, but as long as the track is on the device and DRM free, then Tempo Adjust will work. I don't know for sure if this is... Yeah, so it's working. So as I swipe up, you see the percentage change, and I'm able to change the tempo just slightly. I'm gonna jump on in this so you can hear a little better bit. So you can hear it's going kind of fast. I can swipe back down and come back to the original tempo. I can go quite slow if I want. The other thing that's kind of fun, 5, 6, 7, 8, hard, I'm gonna say. And then if I tap that one, you'll see that there's this third column over here, and I can actually select which percentage of the original tempo I want it to play. So I can have that at 2 minutes and 13 seconds, this track is gonna go up to 110% of its original play time. So let's test it. It's a lot of times easier just to go back and start play my faves. That was Adios. And so again, the time is 2:13. So just for kicks, I'm gonna let it be kind of slow. I'm gonna pull right up here into this third, and then I'm gonna 2-finger double tap. So listen to the tempo here. Kind of slow. Up to 110%. So that is the custom tempo if you choose. I'm going to go back to Tools to give you just a sample of what the rest are. We have Tempo Adjust that you know. Become Network Leader, that's just what I was talking about. As you're playing a playlist, if you say Become the Network Leader, then any other device running the free version can do Follow Network Leader. And your cues and the countdown timer and the name of the track and the artist will all show on the participant's phone, which is kind of cool. You can do an HTTP server if you have Android devices or if you have laptops that you want to share the screens with, then you turn on the HTTP server. It does the same thing, shares to those devices. Audio tools, this one's kind of fun. So you can turn on ducking. That will bring the volume of the music down and up based on the zone itself. Hot mic is a great way. If you turn on a hot mic, you do have to use the mic. You go back, and as you're playing, you have this button here that's a hot mic button. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate it now because I'm not connected to a PA system, but if this device were connected to a PA system and the music were playing, when I press and hold hot mic, hello, hello, it adds my voice to the playing music over the PA system. So it's not really a substitute for a good wireless mic, but if yours, if the batteries go down or if it just won't work today, it's much better than screaming and yelling. That's the hot mic under audio tools. The last thing is voiceover. If you, let's say that you're sick and you just lose your voice completely, turn on voiceover. You can then choose what it's going to announce. It can announce each cue time that would make sense. It can also announce 1 minute, 30 second, or 15 seconds. I'll show you how the 15 seconds works. Then as the music plays, and I'll jump back before this.
73 seconds.
There, she already announced. So then at the 15 seconds, you should hear her. 15 seconds remaining, she said. And now when this next track happens, you should hear what the track is and how long it will be.
267 seconds.
Hard 267 seconds. So that's a really long cue. But you can see under audio tools that there's a lot of options there. And that's all with the 99-cent option, just 99 cents a month. The last thing that's 99 cents a month that I think is really fantastic is ticker tape. I've already talked about that. So however your cues, I'm going to just assign some new cues here. I'm just going to do zone spike. It gives me the warning that I already have cues there. I say, yes, I know that. So then it spikes up from easy to moderate, back to easy, easy to hard, back to easy, easy to anaerobic, back to easy. And my ticker tape, which updates there, it shows me exactly where I'm going to be as the track plays. So I think ticker tape is really fantastic. It's one of my absolute favorite features, and it is part of Power Pack, 99 cents a month. Now, the last options are for Studio Edition. These more than likely would only be for people that teach in a studio with a big screen. There's the enhanced video display, which allows a video that you're playing on the device to go full screen, and the ticker tape is superimposed on top of the video, along with the countdown timers. It's a better way, I think, to show full screen videos if you have that capacity. The bottom one, alternative colors. This allows the color palette to change from green, yellow, orange, red to blue, green, yellow, red, which happens to be the color palette of some of the other really popular zone training applications and systems. So I don't want to necessarily jump on any bandwagons, but I want to leave this as open as possible. So you can switch to alternative colors if you want. The last thing is the AutoZone player. This is a new feature that's not yet been released. And in fact, it may not even work on this particular time, but let's just see if it does. AutoZone player, I get the screen that says start and AutoZone on 15-second intervals. I can turn that on or off to where it will automatically start in the next little segment. I press zone, auto, and boom, it is not playing. However, once this is released, and hopefully it will be released in the next week or so, with the Studio Edition in-app purchase, you will be able to have 15-minute segments that autoplay. They will start automatically on the downbeat of the 15 minutes on the hour, 15 minutes after, 30 minutes after, 45 minutes after the hour. The 15-minute segments autoplay will start. So I know that's a lot. I've talked a lot, but I hope that as you have listened through this, you have gotten some new ideas of all that MyFitnessDJ can do, and I would love to hear from you, not only how you use the existing features, but I'd really love to hear from you on new features that you're interested in. I really want to do my best to make this the very best digital tool for indoor cycling instructors, and I can't do that without your help. So let me know, and I'll do everything I can. Have a great day. So long.